My beautiful and amazing people, hey, make una come out oh, make una come hear matter wey dey ground oh. It is finally over for Ned Woko because im credibility and everything wey im hold dear don dey crumble for im two korokoro eye. The more they try to come do damage control, the more they dey scatter theirself for leg. Hey, shebi na here wey we sit down na im Ipa Chinedu aka Ned Woko come out come tell us say Regina Daniel is druggy addict and that he fears for her life. My people, no be how the man take talk am be that. Sotey people come dey say, Regina Daniel go rehab, madam go rehab. Now just one video from Regina Daniel, children of Zion has fallen. Make una come see the press release coming from Ned Woko lawyer as Regina drop her medical report. Everywhere just dey scatter here and there. Hey, omo, as I speak to una right now, even Ned Woko no ever believe in two korokoro eyes because wetin im eye don see, even im mouth no go fit explain am. The press release elongi, but I go carry una enter am as e dey be. Make I no come forget to do the needful. I greet una according to the time wey una dey take come across this video. To my returning and amazing subscribers, you guys are the real MVP. I heart una so very plenty for always supporting this brand. May God in His infinite mercy continue to dey bless una, replenish una pocket, guide and protect una for all you do. And to my first time viewers, thank you for stopping by. I remain your humble girl Gifted Gist. Na me dey bring una latest of all legit info. If you never subscribe to this channel, I use God to beg una, make una help us subscribe, hit on notification bell so they go notify you anytime we drop latest ogbonge tori like this. My beautiful and amazing people, hey, make una come oh, my people wey hear English, because my own case, if it be say I no fit speak am, be say I no understand am. Ned Woko na im bin come tell us for press release say Regina dey into druggy and not only into druggy, that she is an addict. Say e fear for her life. Say people wey dey cheer her up make dem advise her make she enter rehab because the next thing wey go happen nobody go fit explain am. Now they don dey change mouth eh. Even Kemi Olunloyo don come dey talk her own. I go play the video for una. Make una use una ear hear from Kemi as they dey try to do damage control here and there. Na so they dey hit theirself for leg. According to Ned Woko lawyer in their present press release, he said temporary abstinence does not erase the underlying challenges that brought this situation to light. Recovery and accountability are not matters for social media posts or public engagement. They require sustained effort, honesty, and a genuine engagement with professional support. The condition under which this recent test was conducted remain unclear. In contrast, earlier findings of drug and alcohol use were established through assessments conducted by two independent, reputable centers in Nigeria and South Africa. These reports were professionally compiled, formally documented, and will be presented and defended in court, and the center involved will be subpoenaed to testify to their findings. Presenting a later negative result as proof that no prior use occurred is misleading. Presenting a later negative result as proof that no prior use occurred is misleading and disingenuous. At best, it reflects abstinence over a period of time. It does not invalidate earlier medical reports, nor does it negate what necessitated intervention in the first place. There has also been an attempt to dilute the seriousness of the substance referred to as MDMA molly. Regardless of how casually it is referred or repackaged in language. It is a drug. Renaming it does not alter its chemical composition, its risk, or its impact on judgment and stability. Moreover, temporary abstinence, whether for weeks or months, does not address the underlying issues that brought the situation to where it is today. Healing is not episodic, and accountability is not performative. Long before this matter became public, Senator Ned Woko explored every possible avenue to provide support, including private rehabilitation for structured, sustained therapy, not just brief one-off. It failed. Daniel is never a foundation for sustainable therapy. The first step is to own up to the existing problem. When the court gave judgment in favor of Senator Ned having study and dismissing all unsubstantiated human rights abuse claims they brought forward last year, the court order stated that Regina should go for supervised therapy with evidence of same. We did not make it a time for public show. Senator Ned gave Regina a window to quickly seek the needed help. They acted discreetly, keeping matter out of the media while encouraging access to professional care so she could maintain a meaningful relationship with her children. It is therefore inaccurate to suggest consistent sobriety or to dismiss prior finding. A single test taken at a time of one's choosing does not outweigh documented assessment conducted independently and professionally. If accountability is to be invoked, then it must acknowledge reality of a problem and willingness to address it. That accountability that can yield results. Genuine accountability requires confronting reality and committing to long-term professional support, not a matter to be measured by social media engagement. True growth, stability, and accountability comes from embracing the process quietly, consistently, and with integrity, the very approach Senator Ned has encouraged from the start. It is not time for drama. Any test conducted anywhere in the world will face court scrutiny and should be ready when subpoenaed to defend results, just like the Nigerian and South African labs. In any case, court would, for clarity, appoint a credible laboratory for verification of claims. It is time for reality supported by relevant, credible, and admissible evidence. Signed, Senator Ned Woko Communication Team. Na dem come drop dis particular one my pipu. Na una talk say Regina Daniel is an addict. When they say addict, person wey be say e no fit do without am.
So, Ned Nwoko have replied to Regina Daniel's DRUG test, which came out negative. And on Ned Nwoko's reply, he did point out that that result is a short-term abstinence or temporary abstinence and is not a proof of genuine sobriety. Now, if we all know what it means to be a DRUG addict, you will know that for an addict to be sober, to abstain for 2 weeks is almost impossible in the space of 3 months. In a space of 2 to 3 months, Regina Daniels was able to be sober for 2 weeks. That puts a big question mark on the accusation that Ned Nwoko leveled against Regina Daniels. Was she actually an addict before? And you see, a lot of Nigerian youths have a way of romancing and celebrating their oppressors. Some of you on socials and some of you, carry out these narratives, running around with it, that Ned Nwoko is too smart. Oh, he's a very intelligent man. Oh, Regina Daniels thinks that she can deceive people by, you know, going to do this test right now. Why did Regina Daniels do it when she was accused? And I even saw somebody carrying another narrative to say, oh, Regina Daniels can only deceive her gullible followers. You know, she thinks that everybody is gullible like that. Or this is what we used to do. You know, just stay sober for 2 weeks and you carry out the test. It will come out negative. I don't think you people know what it means to be an addict, number one. And I don't think you people have ever dealt with substance misuse patients before. I don't think you people have ever worked in substance misuse units, right? I don't think you know that disorder, what that disorder is all about. And secondly, I don't think this lady is actually an abuser of DRUG. I don't think so. If she can be sober for 2 weeks in the space of how many months, then we need to ask serious questions. But alas, where is the law? Youth that celebrate their oppressors, what do you expect? It's quite unfortunate, to be honest. In my opinion, though, I don't think Regina Daniels have been a DRUG addict from day one. I don't think so. For her to come out clean after 3 months, barely 3 months, right? She was able to abstain, even if it's for 28 days or for 2 weeks. I doubt if she was actually an addict in the first place.
You can't still write down clearly that family and friends and close relation should advise her to go for rehabilitation. That if she no go rehabilitation, that he fears for her life. Now, all of a sudden, una don dey change the topic, the matter wey dey ground, say na temporary abstinence, na im dey call am. Say, and that one now, based on say na temporary abstinence, and the result, the hospital that this thing was conducted must be checked, and after they check am, they go totori am, because it's going to be like a form of evidence in court, and that after they have won that all of them should stay off social media, Regina still dey come to find validation, engagement and all, this one, that one. But now you been told say she be addict. So if she can abstain from DRUG, then automatically it means that she is never an addict. Because of say Regina talk say she dey take molly, na im be the one wey she don take in the past, and na because of Ned Woko fantasy na im make she take am. Im come dey now dey talk say she dey take molly, no mean say no be DRUG be that. Say e is also part of the DRUG. My people, now Kemi Oluloyo wey dey defend Ned Woko by all means, come dey talk her own say na fake. Na Regina Daniel come post say no be original, na im be that one. Make una hear from Kemi Oluloyo.
I'm a retired journalist, a pharmacist, and a PR specialist. January 8th, 2025. A lot of you remember what happened with Ned Nwoko and Regina Daniels in October and November of last year. I stopped talking about Regina in November, early November to be precise, because she disrespected me by telling me to fuck off because I got involved in her drug rehabilitation, addiction, and crisis. I spoke to her husband with regards to what was going on, and was there a fight? And you remember clearly Ned Nwoko messaged me and then called me. I had discussions with him, and he showed me the entire drug test and the entire medical profile from 3 different medical institutions in Abuja. Regina went all the way to have her sister accuse Ned of domestic violence and beating her and showing bruises and all, when these bruises were actually linked to her drug use, okay? And when they tried to put a cannula with medications for her rehabilitation inside her body while she was having home rehab, she sat near the pool with her friends and it got infected and her leg became swollen. Her sister Destiny posted it as an assault. I clarified all these things and I showed it to you. And as a retired journalist, I came out as a journalist and started putting all these things out for you because it's important. You started accusing me of getting money from Ned Woko. I never asked Ned money to do a story about Regina. If I need money, period, I can ask anybody I want. I can actually ask Ned for money and say, Ned, give me 20 million, 30 million, 5 million, whatever. I need it for this and that, okay? Regina and Ned were like family friends to us. We left Nigeria, but at the end of the day, it is really sad to see all these lies going on. There was stuff going on with Layla, Regina, everybody abusing each other back and forth, back and forth. That doesn't concern me. I am a drug abuse expert, okay? Some of you use me and call me names like drug addict, drug this, drug that, because you don't like my opinions in journalism. Stop using drug addiction as a loose word. There are people who actually fight these demons. And one of them was Whitney Houston, a very good friend of mine. I blogged for Whitney on Being Bobby Brown, her husband's reality show. Some of you know that. Some of you know the fight I fought for Whitney, but she died. A lot of you don't know the dangers of drug abuse. You're supporting nonsense. I watched Daddy Freeze yesterday. I'm not on Instagram anymore, but I watched Daddy Freeze via his Facebook stream, Instagram stream, and YouTube stream at one point yesterday, talking about Molly and Regina and all that. Regina said in her video, oh, I've never used hard drugs, I've never done this, just Molly. Does she know Molly is ecstasy, a hard drug, harder than hard drug? Her brother in London said, oh, she's never used hard drugs. None of us do hard drugs, but they have done hard drugs. There's evidence I put out, and her supplier and everything. But at the end of the day, you did not focus on that. You always wanted to make it about Ned. Ned has paid Kemi. I have not spoken to Ned since maybe this time in November, 8th or 9th of November. It's now 2 months. I left everybody alone so they can deal with their problems. At the end of the day, let me make this clear to you. Some of us that work in addiction and rehabilitation, okay, find this very, very insulting. There are people laughing in their corners. Senate wives are laughing, senators are laughing, NDLEA people are laughing. Everybody's communicating between each other and watching Regina's stupidity on the net. Do you remember this picture of a graduation of a degree in psychology in 2024, that Regina bagged a degree in psychology? I'm sure you remember. If you don't, go Google it. Regina has a large following. When people have a large following, they can put information out right or wrong, and they can simply brainwash people. Somebody that has 10 million followers on Facebook, 12 million on TikTok or Instagram, all her followers are big, and they believe anything she says. But right now, when Regina dies of drug overdoses, you will run to her page and put RIP there. But you did not value her life when she was alive. I'm doing this for her children, especially the younger one. If you're close to the family, if you know, you know. She graduated with this degree in psychology at a university in Mexico. She flew out to California for the graduation of this university, and that was 2024. She went to a clinic for a regular checkup or something that was bothering her at the clinic. There are many times as a journalist that I go out, okay? I'm currently in a small village in Liberia now, documenting a lot of things. I told you I'm on vacation for 8 months in 8 West African countries. I'm resting, I'm doing content creation, what people are eating out here, what people are drinking, how they're living. I've been in Accra last week. I'm going back to Accra. That's my dashboard because I'm opening a blog there that Ghanaian bloggers will be running. I'm going to Senegal. I'm going to Sierra Leone. I'm in West Africa right now. And I'm saying that to you because the time right now is 4:22 p.m. West African time. That means 5:22 in Nigeria. I'm going to get up at 4:45 and I'm going to go to a supermarket down the road. Anything I see on the way to that supermarket, I'm free to film it and keep it in my vaults. And later on, I can use it 2-3 years later. I have a lot of that, especially as journalists. Journalists do that a lot. So Regina filmed this doctor visit she went for in California, Van Nuys for that matter, okay? And she puts this video out saying she's never used drugs. She's done her drug test and she's clear and she's going to sue Ned and Ned lied on her. It's all curated. Look at what she did in London. She paid someone to say they're trying to kill Regina and that Ned paid them so that it will look like she's in danger and the British will give her asylum. Ned wrote the British and told her, you know, that he would arrest the guy and it's just a way to get asylum. You guys don't know how the world works. You don't. California is next to Mexico. Regina went to a clinic in Van Nuys. Some of these bloggers are posting that she went to a clinic in London. She's cleared herself. Some are saying California. Everybody's confused. Now, if you look at this picture, okay, of what she showed, I have asked her on my page on Facebook, Regina, post these reports. Then I can interpret it to the people. This is a form you fill when you go somewhere, whether it's a doctor's office or anywhere. This is a plain form. This form has been blocked with a pink ribbon because she doesn't want you to see the name of the place that she went to. If you're going to post something and you call it a drug test, an investigative journalist should be able to call that place for the drug test. So she blocked it so you can't see it. This is not a drug test. I see dates here. I see Van Nuys, California addresses. I see Korea. You went to the doctor to get a medical test because you were sick with the flu. And then, I haven't spoken to anybody in your family. I investigated this because investigative journalism is a hobby to me now. Now that I'm retired, I can investigate anything in 10 hours, 5 hours, 2 hours. And this is the world of AI where you can actually decipher stuff. You left a lot of critical things open in this form. Okay, addresses, but you blocked the wrong things. This was not a drug test, Regina. You know that's not true. You lied. This was a video you filmed in 2024 while you were at a clinic in California, and you now passed it on to your followers as a drug test, which is an insult to people that work in it. Now, after telling the world that you were on several drugs, simply because I saw 3 medical reports from 3 different providers in Abuja, you pay bloggers to run a story of you getting a drug test, and it's negative for drugs. Yet you said, I only use Molly. You don't even know what Molly is. Ecstasy, MDMA. You walk into a clinic to get checked for something and you suddenly turn into a drug test. Some say UK, some say California. Nigerians are daft already. So now you make them more daft. Don't confuse them further. I have not even spoken to your spouse for 2 months. I washed my hands away and you insulted me. I'm trying to save your life and your youngest son's life and your children in general. Post the reports online and let's interpret it. Go to a 90-day rehabilitation and clean yourself, Regina. You're on drugs. You're an addict. You're a junkie. You have been using drugs in London. I'm a drug abuse prevention expert. You can read all this. I was given awards by presidents, mayors, everything. I was the substance abuse coordinator at the leading rehab clinic in America. I've done it all. Get yourself into rehabilitation before you kill yourself. Regina has not entered the United States since 2024 when she went to get her Mexican degree in California. So she couldn't have done a drug test there in the last few months. Why? Because 1, you can find out if somebody entered the United States, and we have a travel ban right now. So she did not enter with Nigeria in a travel ban. She's not a U.S. citizen or a resident. She will be getting B1 or B2. There's so many clues here, and it's up to you to believe. Get into rehab, Regina, and stop fooling your millions and millions of followers, okay? Your world is crumbling around you.
After we don't hear from Dr. Kemi Oluloyo, una hear all the things wey e open im mouth dey talk. Only una say na addict, only una now talk say na abstinence, this one, that one. Now, na only one post na Regina don post o. All of them don dey run kitty, dey run katakata. Una trust now say online in-laws, they no dey leave am go scot free. In as much as say e no lock in comment section, omo, make una come see as they put am for their body. Him and in communication team dey run enter house. Online in-laws make sure say dem drag the man, dem drag im gbola according to Helen Cubana chief priest alleged baby mama. Dem make sure say dem drag the communication team gbola. Then drag Ned Woko or join am for comment section. According to this first person, he say, you call her addict. How come she can abstain? Addicts don't have the capacity to abstain. Another person say Gina is never coming back. The reality is hitting harder with laughter emoji. And people say, Oga, you need a DRUG test yourself. You don't look normal. And this person say, I just pray Regina forgives herself for choosing such a man like this. And this person say, you are a wicked, ED man. You said she is so addicted that she needs a rehab, and only you can take her. You need psychological evaluation. Like so many people just on the drag the Ned Woko say, make him rest. Make him rest. In short, even this Kemi Oluloyo needs to be interrogated and if possibly arrested, because I no understand why the both of them are just so bent in making sure say dem bring Regina Daniel down. After all, she is no longer in the marriage. She is not doing again. She want to rephrase her life. She want to write a new chapter of for herself. And now she don come write the chapter by bringing her medical report that has been done in obodo oyibo. You still say they go do scrutiny, they go check am, na form of evidence. If dem check am, dem find out say this one, that one, the person can face the wrath of the law. This one, that one. Abeg, I wan ask, is he your druggy? Is it you that is taking the druggy? How this matter now come take worry a parish? Wetin come be im own? Because I no understand. This im communication team wey dey come write all these things, they no dey bother to ask am question before they go collect matter for im mouth come write am. Because I no understand. This girl want to use the remaining 1% take arrange her story. Only you now carry am for head. Dey shout wo 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 like say e get another thing wey dey attached. Fine and good. She already stated it. She say all these things are things of the past. The videos wey she been do in the past is a thing of the past. Now she is now a new her. She is now new Regina because she was able to abstain. Like you said she is an addict before, meaning she cannot do without DRUG. All of a sudden now, she can now do without it, abstain. You say, no be by abstaining for 1 month, 2 months, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. The main koko be say she dey take am, whether she dey take am, whether she no dey take am. Ned Woko leave Regina Daniel alone. Like he never saw this coming. Oh. Like he can't even escape wetin online in-laws using eye see. And they are still going to do more. Like comment section plenty. If I say I want to read them, this video go too long. Na make I say make I come drop am for una like this so as e dey hot. I remain your humble girl gifted gist. I'm going to bring una latest. Make una come make we interact. What are your take? What do you think? What do you think is Ned Woko's problem right now? Because I don't understand. Regina is not your daughter. She's not with you again. So what do you stand to gain? It was when she dey with you, now you go say, she dey fine to, you want still spoil her name the more. But she has moved on. You too, you have moved on. You dey with your other leg. So what do you now want? Make una come make we interact and give the video a massive thumbs up. Stay safe out there. Bye for now.